their opponents. So our teams may find sometimes it's good tactics just to stop before they've completed their round. So that's Box Clever. And with me, of course, is Dr. Sue Kingsman, the keeper of our questions, who without her the show would be lost.
Oh, thank you, Emlyn.
Anyway, when we left it, it was the start of the new 45-second rounds. So without further ado, let me ask the Noonans, what are you going to choose?
TV themes.
Well, in this round, you'll hear short snatches of signature tunes from television programmes, past and present. You tell me the name of each programme.
45 seconds. The time starts now.
Correct.
Pass.
The Rockford Files.
Tomorrow's World.
Correct.
Pass.
The Life and Times of David Lloyd George. It's Tonight. Muffin the Mule. No, this is Sooty.
Over the points, over the points, over the points.
6-5 special.
Correct.
Migraine.
Correct.
Stop.
Sorry?
Stop.
That was the Magic Roundabout.
Well done, but it doesn't appear to be enough, because if the Chiapinos answer 1, 2, 3 in the little bottom of the corner there, it appears to be all over for our reigning champions. 45 seconds, 4 subjects left. Could you please choose a subject?
20th century.
Well, this is a round of general questions about politics in the 20th century.
45 seconds to go. The time starts now.
In 1957, who said most British people never had it so good?
Harold Macmillan.
Correct. Which organisation did the United Nations replace?
League of Nations.
Correct. Which Minister of Transport introduced the breathalyzer test in this country?
Pass.
It was Barbara Castle. Who was the first British Labour Prime Minister?
Ramsay MacDonald.
Correct.
Stop. Box Clever.
Well done. Let's ask our computer if it really is Box Clever.
Yes, the yellow team is boxed in by the red team.
Well done, our new champions, the Chiapinos. Commiserations to the Noonans. Got to go. We've got to send you back to Coventry. Oh, that sounded awful. Anyway, thank you for coming, and thank you for playing Box Clever.
Thank you.
So it's the Chiapinos' first chance at the computer game and trying to win all that fabulous money that's available. The game is plunger painting the road signs. The team has to make him drive around the road, slowing down and pressing the button on the joystick to paint the boxes on the roadside. They get 10 points for each box they paint. And if they make it to 100 points, it then turns to money, and the Chiapinos will win any amount over £100 in book and record tokens. If they don't get to 100 points, they win absolutely nothing. And to make it more difficult, there is a rogue towing truck that is trying to tow the plunger back home. And that will give them a time penalty. The Chiapinos have 1 minute to get to the £100 mark. And of course, they have to change the operator every 15 seconds. So if you're ready, boys, let's start now. That's right. £100 in the kitty. Well done, congratulations. But we have new challenges. So, without further ado, let's introduce our new challengers who want to play Box Clever. Joe, I believe that you want to be a doctor.
Yes, that's right.
How comes that?
Well, quite a lot of the family have been doctors, my grandfather and my uncle, and quite a lot of relations have been. I've just always wanted to be one.
And do I detect a Geordie accent there?
Yes.
From Newcastle?
Newcastle.
Who have you brought along with you, Joe?
Well, my mum and my dad, and they both work at the university in Newcastle.
Do they? So you both work together and at home together. What happens with the arguments? Do you take them to work as well?
24 hours is rather too long. We both think sometimes.
But, Dad, you are at the university and you took O-level Spanish last year.
I didn't know you knew that I did.
You did? We've got everything down on these little cards here. O-level Spanish, did you pass?
I did, just, yes.
Did you?
Had minor problems when they told me what questions I was going to be asked in the order, like what does your father do, or you were out shopping with your mother, and so on. But nevertheless.
Oh, well done. And Mum, you're also at the university, and what's all this about baking your own bread?
Oh, well, I used to do that, but I used to make the kind of bread that looks terribly good for you, you know. And I gave that up when my youngest son, when I asked him what he liked for a birthday treat, said a white sliced loaf, please.
That doesn't give your bread a good recommendation. Anyway, what do you think about our champions? They're a bit tasty, aren't they?
Very impressive.
They are very, very good. Anyway, let me just say to the Chiapinos, 100 notes in the kitty, pal.
Can't be bad. Can't be bad.
You're famous, you know that, don't you? Anyway, let's just start our new game of Box Clever. Sue, what have we got for them in this game? Hard ones, I hope.
Oh, yes, we have some on politics and composers, but there's a light-hearted round on Dallas, so that should make up for things.
Dallas. Well, as always, in Box Clever, the challengers have the chance to go first or second. Have you made up your mind?
I decided to go first, please.
You're going to go first. You've seen the subjects. It's a 30-second round. So could you please make a choice for your first subject?
Yes, we'll have EAT words, please.
Okay.
So, in this round, all the following are words that have the letters EAT in sequence somewhere in the word. You have to tell me what the word is.
It's a 30-second round, and the time starts now.
Dead animal flesh.
Meat.
Correct. Grain used to make bread.
Wheat.
Correct. Large in number or size.
Grapes.
Correct. One whose job it is to flush out game birds.
Beater.
Correct. A stately home in Wiltshire.
Longleat.
Correct. A warm woolen jersey.
Sweater.
Correct.
Stop.
Well done, my relations from Newcastle. The Hugheses from Newcastle. Well done. And as you can see on the board, they've got a great start. A group of 6 right in the middle of the board. Chiapinos, the champs. What do you think? Bit tasty, the challenges.
Looks difficult.
Can you choose one of the 4 subjects left, please?
Rivers, please.
So you have to tell me which rivers flow through the following cities.
30-second round. The time starts now.
Vienna in Austria.
Danube.
Correct. Rome.
Tiber.
Correct. New Orleans.
Mississippi.
Correct. Baghdad.
Tigris.
Correct. Khartoum.
Euphrates.
No, it's the Nile. Cologne.
Rhine.
Correct. Budapest.
Danube.
Correct. Ottawa.
Pass.
It's the Ottawa. Rouen.
Seine.
Correct.
Stop.
Tremendous. That is why they are champs. They're very, very good. Honestly, seriously. Tremendous side, tremendous side. Challengers, you've seen what you've got to do. Try not to get blocked in. That's what it's all about. Okay, you must choose a subject, please.
Can we have the body, please?
Sue.
So in this round, you have to tell me where in the body you would find the following.
It's still a 30-second round. The time starts now.
Dentine.
Teeth.
Correct. The islets of Langerhans.
Pass.
The pancreas. The larynx.
Throat.
Correct. The phalanges.
Fingers.
Correct. Metacarpal bones.
Ankle, wrists.
No, it's in the palm.
Pause.
Stop. Stop.
Well, it's a very open-looking board, and our champs are in deep discussion there. Must choose one of two subjects left.
Animals, please.
Sue?
So I'm going to give you the names of well-known fictional animals, and you have to tell me what kind of animal they are.
It's still a 30-second round. The time starts now.
Speedy Gonzales.
Mouse.
Correct. Garfield.
Cat.
Correct. Trigger.
Horse.
Correct. Clarence.
Cat.
No, it's a lion. Rin Tin Tin.
Dog.
Dog.
Correct. Arcala.
Owl.
No, it's a wolf. Snoopy.
Dog.
Correct.
Stop.
Looking at the board from here, if the yellows can possibly get an anchorage up the top there, they might just have the reds in a little bit of trouble. But there is only one subject left. So you must take the final subject. Are you ready?
Yes. You ready? So the final subject is composers' names. And I'm going to give you the surnames of some 20th century composers, and you have to give me the first names by which they are generally known.
Understand?
Yes.
It's the last of the 30-second rounds, and the time starts now.
Kern.
Jerome.
Correct. Berlin.
Isaiah.
No,
Irving.
Irving. Too late. Novello.
Ivor.
Correct. Sondheim.
Stephen.
Correct. Lloyd Webber.
Andrew.
Correct. Bernstein.
Lennon.
Correct.
There, up there.
Gershwin.
George.
Correct. Porter.
Cole.
Cole.
Correct.
What a good round for the challengers. But the good news is, Chiappinos, that it is a 45-second round. First time they've been under pressure. 5 different subjects. 45 seconds. Could you please choose a subject?
Politics.
So this is a round of questions about British politics and politicians.
It is 45 seconds. The time starts now.
In what year was Margaret Thatcher first elected to Parliament?
79.
No, 59. On which day is there generally no question time in Parliament?
Friday.
Correct. Who won the Crosby by-election in November 1981?
Shirley Williams.
Correct. Which government minister has written a thriller set in Northern Ireland?
Jeffrey Archer.
William.
No, it's Douglas Hurd. For a box each, who said of whom, being attacked by him in debate is like being savaged...
Dennis
Dennis
Healy.
Healy of Jeffrey Howe.
Correct. Who were we told got on his bike to look for work?
Norman Tebbett's father.
Correct. Which MP brandished a pair of handcuffs above her head during a Tory party conference?
Pass.
It was Edwina Currie. Which Prime Minister introduced the 3-day week?
Ted Heath.
Katie.
Correct. Which foreign leader opposed Britain's joining the EEC in January 1963?
De Gaulle.
That's correct.
Oh, Dad, you might never have been so valuable to your 2 sons ever. Great last answer. Just finished the group just in time. And it keeps the game completely open. 4 subjects left.
What on earth are we going to see?
Joe, Judith and Edward.
We can't see anything we know anything about.
I know the problem.
Yes, we'll have to, won't we? We'll have to try the one before.
We'll have to try one before, please.
This is a set of questions about the person, place or event that come immediately before the one I give you.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I wish I did.
Well,
It is. It is.
That one, we've got to.
It is a 45-second round. If I don't, it's no good saying I do if I don't. Tactics still going on there.
Okay.
It is a 45-second round, and the time starts now.
Who was the Labour Party leader before Neil Kinnock?
Michael Foot.
Correct. Who was Secretary of State for Trade and Industry before Paul Channon?
Britain.
Correct. Which football team did Kevin Keegan play for before Newcastle?
Oh.
No, it was Southampton. Who was chairman of the Tory party before Norman Tebbit?
Gummer.
Correct. Who hosted Name That Tune before Lionel Blair?
Pass.
It was Tom O'Connor. Who was US President before Ronald Reagan?
Callahan.
It was Jimmy Carter. Which Dickens novel was published immediately before Great Expectations?
David Copperfield.
No, it was A Tale of Two Cities. Who was US President before Eisenhower?
Kennedy.
No, it was Harry Truman.
Hard luck. It has left it open just a little bit for the champs. Knowing our champs, they don't let you off very, very lightly. Looking at the board just here, they can pinch the top squares up there. You only need 2 correct answers. Champs, subject please.
70s pop.
In this round, you'll hear part of some 70s pop music hits, and you have to tell me the name of the group or singer.
45 seconds. The time starts now.
Pass.
Elton John.
Pass.
It's Barry Manilow.
Alvin Stardust.
No, it's David Essex.
Brian Ferry.
Correct.
Pass.
It's Wings.
Pass.
It's the Hollies.
Do you remember we were 17?
It's Cliff Richard.
Pass.
It's Manfred Mann.
3.
Correct.
Stop.
Are the champs going to count up? Because they do look to have nearly half of the board.
That's right. No, 41's more than Box clever.
You don't get
It did take a little bit time, so we'll have to ask our computer if it really is box clever.
Yes, the yellow team is boxed in by the red team.
Mark, Neil, Dad, that's the closest you've ever been.
We know.
Well done, champs. What can I say to my cousins from Newcastle, the Hugheses? I was rooting for you, honest. Keep shouting for their namesake. But unluckily, you did lose, so we must say goodbye to you and thanks for playing Box Clever. So, champions, another chance to win over £100, swell the coffers, straight into our computer game. So if you're ready, let's start now.
Go on, go. Now, try and get this one. Now, press slow. Dad, slow. Go on, Mark, go on. Come on, we need 3 minutes. Last one. 2 more. In the middle, Mark. too much like
Well
AA
done.
relay, Emlyn.
Another £100. And what a great way to finish our show for today. So let me say on behalf of the two teams, the champions, the Chiappinos, our challengers who have just been beaten and sadly have to leave, which are the Hugheses from Newcastle, from Sue, from myself, thanks for watching Box Clever.
Pamela Armstrong's guests on BBC Two in just under